Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Cool FM Live broadcast of Cochise County Sports. Tonight, you got Paul on the call, but you will be rocking with Dave and Paul momentarily. Don't worry, Dave trying to speed out of here and get to this one, as he does not want to miss our Cochise County varsity boys basketball game between the BISBEE Pumas and the St. David Tigers. This is an incredibly good matchup here in Cochise County. The last time these two teams met was actually over the weekend. They played in the Benson Holiday Classic. I was talking to head coach Tyler Denowith about it, and he said that BISBEE did get them, and that one by a good 10 points, but he's ready to go for this game. And, of course, we're talking about the BISBEE Pumas. We're always going to be talking about Sebastian Lopez. Mr. Here, There, Everywhere. Did find out from Adrian Borquez. Shout out Adrian. Shout out Courtney, AD for BISBEE. Sebastian Lopez is 2 points away from crossing the 1,000-point mark in his career, a feat that his older sister Gabby Lopez had accomplished just a couple of years back. And when we talk about athletics in Cochise County, we always bring up Mr. Sebastian Lopez, Mr. Here, There, Everywhere. Who would have known when we just came up with that nickname as a sophomore that he'd be one of the greatest athletes that BISBEE's ever seen? Not my words. Not my words. I've only been watching for 3 years. When we go over to the St. David boys team, Tigers, they're led by their two towers in Keston Richardson. Yes, another Richardson in St. David, Arizona. Got a lot to live up to. His older brother, Coy. And also Gannon Carafa, who missed all of last year with a knee injury, I do believe. But Gannon Carafa, I did get a chance to watch him at the Benson Holiday Classic. Excellent sharpshooter from three-point range and has the size to compete with just about anyone in 1A. So this should be a great matchup here in BISBEE, Arizona, the land of dandies and dreamers. Don't worry, folks. Dave Davies will be here momentarily, and we can get the entertainment factor started in this one. We are just a minute away from getting this show on the road, which means that Principal John Watts, where is he? There he is. Principal John Watts is going to be singing us our national anthem after the introduction of this team. Thank you, everyone, for joining me on Cool FM Live. Don't forget to jump into our Cool FM Live chat. Let us know where you're cheering from and who you're cheering for. And these introductions are going to be brought to you by a couple people: Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, serving our community, and also Synergy Home Care, providing non-medical home care for people that struggle with the activities of daily living all across Cochise and Santa Cruz County. Call them today at 520-685-1035 as we see the BISBEE Puma cheerleaders getting set up and ready to go. These BISBEE Puma cheerleaders just won their first competition, and I don't know how long. I'm not going to try to guess. I'm not going to sound like an idiot. I do a good enough job on that, not speculating. The BISBEE Pumas cheerleaders just off a competition where they won, so excellent job from these Pumas, and they're going to get us underway as we start with the introductions of the team. If you are just joining us, the varsity girls basketball game between the St. David Lady Tigers and Lady Pumas was a win for the Lady Tigers. Ran away with that 17-point win. I believe it was 52-37. I can't remember. But it was something to something. It was a lot to not a lot. But it was a 23-23 game and a half, and the St. David put the hammer down and said enough of that nonsense. Came away with the victory. Of course, St. David Lady Tigers defending 1A state champions of last year. You know what the crazy thing about Sebastian Lopez is basketball's not even his favorite sport. Sebastian Lopez, finalist for the Ed Doherty Award, otherwise known as the Arizona High School Heisman. Made the trip all the way up to Phoenix, Arizona for that one. Sebastian Lopez, football, basketball, and baseball star for the BISBEE Pumas. And there's our cameraman from the football season, Ernesto Suarez. Hopefully he looks at this one. Ernesto getting some pictures there. And there is Sebastian with Mike Hernandez. Gabe Lopez coaches. There's his mother, Heather Lopez. And as we mentioned, Sebastian Lopez, the second Lopez, his older sister, Gabby Lopez, scored 1,000 points a couple of years ago for the BISBEE Pumas as well. Well, that's what Principal John Watts just told us. Yogi in the chat. Yogi, why aren't you helping out with the team? Braden Posey and Keston Richardson's just sophomores for the St. David Tigers. Andrade, new starter for the BISBEE Pumas for this one. Principal John Watts from the BISBEE High School there with the incredible national anthem. Shout out to Principal John Watts and Amy Taylor for the Benson Bobcats, two of the best renditions of the national anthem I've ever heard. And we got them both in Cochise County, folks. Don't hesitate to jump into our live chat. Let us know where you're cheering from and who you're cheering for tonight here in the land of dandies and dreamers, BISBEE, Arizona. And we are just moments away from the kickoff getting set. It is going to be Gannon Carafa against Sebastian Lopez in the center. They honored Sebastian Lopez just moments ago. 1,000-point club for the Bisbee Pumas in 2 points. You got to assume unless he fouls out in the first 5 seconds of the game, he'll cross that mark here tonight. So they just went ahead and honored him. The second Lopez, Gabby Lopez from Pima Community College. The first Lopez to score 1,000 points. I think she did as a junior as well. Here we are. Tip-off won by the Bisbee Pumas. And there's Andrade. Eddie Andrade gets it over to Sebastian Lopez. There is Hunter Wright, point guard for the Bisbee Pumas. Tall task for Hunter Wright, taking over for all those Loyas. They're going to get it all the way in the corner from Hunter Wright for three. No good. Rebound to 0-0. Luke Haymore for the St. David Tigers. Bringing the ball up court is going to be Gannon Carafa. Throws that one over to Cooper Merrill. Luke Haymore, rather. Over to Merrill. Carafa. St. David content to set their half-court offense up. Gannon Carafa throws it in to Keston Richardson, but that was good defense from the Bisbee Pumas, forcing the throwaway. 7:12 to play. No score here in the first minute of this ball game. These two teams always evenly matched, at least for when we've been broadcasting high school sports. Hunter Wright throws it in to Sebastian Lopez. Good give and go. Good no-look pass. That's Ruiz in the corner for three. Can't get it to go. Lopez on the inside fighting for the rebound, but no, it's going to be Carafa. I think it's Carafa. No, that was Richardson. Keston Richardson with that rebound, showing a lot of strength going against Lopez on that. This one's going to be thrown away by Carafa. Running the court is going to be Hunter Wright. Expect a lot of this. The Bisbee Pumas running a lot of point forward with Sebastian Lopez. He's going to find his way to Andrade. Hunter Wright now. Trying to drive on the inside. Throws it down in the corner. Bisbee trying to set up a half-court offense. I've noticed there's been a little bit more movement off the ball this year for the Bisbee Pumas. There's no opening against the St. David defense, and that one's going to be out of bounds. Andrade had his foot on the line. This is going back up to the St. David Tigers. 2 minutes gone, no score. St. David content to play point forward with Gannon Carafa right now, but do not be surprised to see Braden Posey handle the ball more. This is going to be a three-pointer up and good in your face. Cooper Merrill knocks that one in. You hear the Coop chants coming from the St. David bench. Lopez brings the ball up, and to answer the three-pointer, Hunter Wright, no good. And a chance already for a two-possession lead for the St. David Tigers. Carafa coming off a screen, gets it over to Cooper. Merrill fights through a screen. Gannon Carafa for three. Off the iron, no good. That one's going to be tipped out by Keston Richardson. Carafa comes up with a good control to hold the ball and control his body, but couldn't get it to go. The offensive rebounds aplenty for the St. David Tigers, and they still will have possession as Bisbee steps out. That one's going to be put into Carafa. He can't get it to go. Richardson and Carafa, they're going to be tough to handle. Lopez is able to do it, and he takes the ball away. Sebastian Lopez running all the way up court. Contact, no foul call. Draws the ire of the Bisbee faithful. That's going to be Cooper Merrill, and he throws this one over to Gannon Carafa. Good job settling it down. There is Posey. Cooper Merrill, a three again. This one's going to be short, but the offensive rebound coming to the St. David Tigers. That's going to be Gannon Carafa. Baseline jumper in and out. Touched every part of the rim. Didn't go in. That's going to be good defense there. I think Luis Ramirez for the Bisbee Pumas was able to knock that one away. And going coast to coast, Sebastian Lopez with his 1,000th career point as a Bisbee Puma. Bisbee pressing. Keston Richardson. He's going to throw this one over. That's going to be Luke Haymore with it. Haymore is going to Euro step on the inside. Tough look off the glass. A lot of strength shown by Luke Haymore. 5-2. St. David on top. Sebastian Lopez bringing the ball up. A 2-3 zone for the St. David Tigers. Bisbee trying to exploit that. Ramirez. He's going to get it on the give and go. Throws it right back out to Andrade. Hunter Wright, Sebastian Lopez. Lopez going to drive on the inside, back out to Hunter Wright. Andrade, 3 ball up and good. Tie ball game here in Bisbee, Arizona. Eddie Andrade, and he goes in and tries to jump kick Luke Haymore. That's the wrong sport. 3 ball up from Cooper Merrill, no good. Merrill might have been forcing those first couple. The ball's going to be out and going back with the Bisbee Pumas. 3:35 to play in the first half, 5-5 your score. It's going to be Hunter Wright bringing the ball up for the Bisbee Pumas. Eddie Andrade hit a big 3 to tie this one up just moments ago. They're going to throw that one up to Sebastian Lopez. Saved Alyssa Lopez, who was walking down the court. Andrade drives to the inside to the elbow. Hunter Wright open for 3. Has to put it up and good. Great job there from Hunter Wright. As Braden Posey made him adjust his shot, did not affect him. Got it over the outstretched hand of Posey. 8-5 with 3 minutes to play in this first quarter. Speaking Posey, gets it over to Luke Haymore. Haymore up to Gannon Carafa. Carafa, elbow jumper just outside the paint. No good. Ramirez with the rebound for the Pumas. Hunter Wright going to bring it up after that 3 ball. Gave the Pumas the 3-point lead. It's going to be Sebastian Lopez for 3, and he misses that one. 2:35 to play. 8-5 your score still. St. David brings it up. Mismatch, and they tried to exploit it. Posey looking for Richardson. Richardson had already jumped, it looked like, and could not reset his feet to jump again after that one. So the throwaway is going to result in a timeout. Did not see who took that one. We'll get the official score here. Timeout from St. David. 2:31 to play. 8-5 your score here in Bisbee, Arizona. This timeout brought to you by, first of all, the Bisbee Puma cheerleaders and the Ed Morse Automotive Group of Sierra Vista. They are dedicated to making a lasting impression with the community and making your vehicle buying experience as seamless as possible. Stop in today and experience the difference at Ed Morse Automotive Group. Thank you also to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, your hometown realtors, proudly supporting our amazing community and fabulous athletes across Cochise County. If you're in market to buy or sell, make the first call to the real estate expert, Sherry Ethel, and her team at 717-2439. Pumas, 3-point lead, bringing the ball back up court, 2:25 to play. In this first quarter, they get it to Lopez on the elbow. Look, great off-the-ball movement from the Bisbee Pumas, something we haven't seen in a long time from them, as Andrade misses the floater in the lane. Not the easiest of looks. And that's a great ball inside to Keston Richardson, who's been posting up and finally gets rewarded for it. We do have a stoppage of play. Got a warning on somebody. I think warning blue is what they said. That would be on St. David. Substitution for St. David. I didn't even see Chase Pacheco's in the game. Chase Pacheco and Cedar Haney, the two running back powerhouses from the St. David Tigers. Sebastian Lopez goes up, rises above everyone, and puts that runner in the lane up and in. 10-7 now. The lead extended back to 3 for the Bisbee Pumas. Chase Pacheco's going to lose that ball, but they're going to call a foul. Cisco Achave is going to be called for that, I do believe. Or no, they say 5, so it's going to be on Eddie Andrade. And they're going to have Braden Posey going over there to take the inbounds for the St. David Tigers. Posey gets it into Keston Richardson. 10-7, just under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. It's going to be Luke Haymore. He wants to go all the way, but Hunter Wright's going to get a hand in and steal it away. Momentarily, the Pumas do come up with it, and it's going to find its way to Mr. Here, There, Everywhere, Sebastian Lopez. Andrade is going to take a deep three-pointer off the front rim. No good. Rebound to Keston Richardson. That's Gannon Carafa, rather. He brings the ball up. Braden Posey. That's going to be Chase Pacheco. The corner 3. No good. Ball's going to be bounced around. Hunter Wright's going to come up with it momentarily. A fight between Wright and Carafa. And this ball, I think, is going to be out of bounds on Hunter Wright, so it's going to come back up to the St. David Tigers. 1:10 to play. 3-point lead for the Bisbee Pumas. Number 10, Emilio Diaz-Lopez coming into the game for the BISBEE Pumas. Good ball movement. Braden Posey, he's going to find an open Gannon Carafa. He's got this range just off the front iron. Rebound to Sebastian Lopez. And we're going to have a jump ball called here. Possession arrow is, I think, going to the Pumas. It looks like, yeah, going to the Pumas. Thank you again, everyone, for joining me on Cool FM Live. Don't hesitate to jump into that Cool FM Live chat. Give us some comments. You can ask some questions. You can let us know who you're cheering for and where you're cheering from. Had a viewer from Ames, Iowa in our last broadcast for the St. David BISBEE Puma lady basketball team. Ball will stay with the St. David Tigers. It's going to be Keston Richardson, now under a minute to play in the first quarter. Didn't see Andre Nunberger check in for the St. David Tigers, and immediately the ball gets turned over. Sebastian Lopez throws it to Diaz-Lopez. He's going to drop step, good pass on the inside. They kick it out to Luis Ramirez, open for three. Ramirez off the back iron, no good. Easy rebound for Chase Pacheco. He won't have an easier one. That's Spencer Anthony from the BISBEE Pumas who just showed up in your feed. It's going to be Luke Haymore, 30 seconds to play in this first quarter. Keston Richardson on the inside, turnaround hook, shot, no good. Sebastian Lopez rising up and coming away with the rebound, and they're going to call a travel on Sebastian Lopez. Sebastian asking the FAR official what it was, and he said, I don't know. That's going to be Keston Richardson bottom up for the three, no good. So the iron not kind to the St. David Tigers. 13 seconds. Sebastian Lopez takes it up. He's going to be fouled and going to the line to shoot two. Good job there from Sebastian Lopez challenging Keston Richardson, and a good stop there from Keston Richardson to not allow the easy 2 points for Sebastian Lopez. Sebastian Lopez, a very physical player. We're going to see him get to the line a lot here in this one tonight. St. David cheerleaders all the way in the back if you can't see them. Trying to make this free throw hard on Lopez, and it works. Missed the first one. Lopez up and good with the second one, so now a 4-point lead for the BISBEE Pumas. That one's going to be knocked away by Hunter Wright. Luke Haymore a little careless with the ball. Fortunate to get that one back. BISBEE applying a little bit of a full court press. Check that. A lot of bit of full court press as Sebastian Lopez comes up as well. Posey needs to throw that one in and does so. That's going to be Richardson who gets it in to Luke Haymore. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Hunter Wright has this range, puts it up. Hunter Wright at the buzzer! A three-pointer from half court, and we can even see the St. David Lady players appreciate that one right in front of us. Hunter Wright, 14-9, snatches the momentum back right at the depth for the BISBEE Pumas. That's going to take us 14-9 into the second quarter, folks. What a shot from Hunter Wright. That shot brought to you by Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963. Is a lot of wows and likes come into the chat on that one. Oh, my goodness. The interactions aplenty of that shot from Hunter Wright. Also brought to you by Copper Queen Community Hospital. They have clinics in Bisbee, Hereford, and Douglas, providing the highest level of care to outpatients and home health patients of all ages. Make a call with one of their doctors and visit the therapy today at 520-432-6435. Thank you as well to Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management. Big Mike is veteran-owned and operated with satisfaction. Mike's Guarantee. You can find them on Facebook at All Pro Pest Management. And finally, thank you to Grasshopper Landscaping. Quality from the ground up. They service all of Cochise County for all your landscaping needs. Call them today at 520-456-8945. What a way to end the first quarter of play. 14-9 Pumas with the biggest lead of the ball game off that half-court three-pointer from Hunter Wright. That looked good the moment he shot it, too. That's why I was quiet. Might not have been the best call. Apologize for that, Hunter, but what a shot. BISBEE will start the second quarter with the ball. There is Hunter Wright. Inside to Sebastian Lopez. He's got a one-on-one and a Very good job from St. David to collapse. That's usually what the treatment Sebastian Lopez gets. Keston Richardson called for the foul on the reach in. He agrees with it. You don't see that very often in basketball, specifically. Taking the inbound is going to be Cisco Ashave over to Ramirez. This one's going to be stolen by Cooper Merrill. Merrill meets Hunter right at the rim. He goes in for the easy layup, 14-11. Cuts the deficit back down to 3 points for the St. David Tigers. Hunter Wright bringing the ball up court now for the Pumas. He wanted to spot that three up for a heat check. Gets it over to Sebastian Lopez. Lopez just outside the paint. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound going to Gana Carafa from the St. David Tigers. Braden Posey driving, good drop step into the lane. Posey, his first shot, a layup up and good, and now it's a 1 point deficit for the St. David Tigers as they come all the way back into this one. Andre Molina for the Pumas getting set to come in right in front of our camera. Sebastian Lopez over to Emilio Diaz Lopez for three, and that rips the net open. 3 point shooting, not a problem here tonight from the BISBEE Pumas. They extend that lead back to 4, 17-13, 6:50 to play in the first half. That's going to be Cooper Merrill. He's going to drive into the paint. Gets it out to Posey. Braden Posey again up and off the back iron. No good. The rebound going to be fought for and gathered by Cooper Merrill. The 360 turnaround. What a shot from Cooper Merrill. We are seeing some high-level basketball here tonight. Somebody's got to show for Hunter Wright as he takes the inbounds pass, and they do. Wright bringing the ball up for the Pumas. Going to drive in the paint, off the back iron, no good. Rebound's going to be fought for and won by Gannon Carafa on the inside, and he gets it over to Cooper Merrill. Merrill gets it into Luke Haymore. Haymore's going to be fouled, going to the line to shoot two. Looked like that was Diaz Lopez catching him. A chance to tie the ball game for the St. David Tigers. Throws are going to be brought to you by Ginger's Titles of Sierra Vista. Located at 999 East Tri Boulevard. Look for the iconic pink door. Go to gingerstitles.com. First one up and no good. Molina does check into the game. Cisco Chavez going to take a breather for the BISBEE Pumas. Also coming into the game for the St. David Tigers is going to be Jackson Brogan. He steps in for Keston Richardson. Yes, that Brogan name sounds familiar. Yes, he is related to the principal and Coach Brogan from St. David. We see that quite often in Cochise County. Hoimer's going to go up and make the second one, so now a 1 point lead for the BISBEE Pumas. Lopez is going to bring the ball up. Sebastian Lopez crossed 1,000 career points tonight. He's going to go up and he's going to be fouled for that and go to the line to shoot two. So Sebastian Lopez finally getting the calls, as my co-broadcaster likes to point out. When you're a little bit more physical of a player, they let a lot more contact go. But tonight, Lopez is getting these calls. So far, anyway. First one from Lopez is going to be short again, so just a little bit more mustard on it. He would have made that one. These free throws are going to be brought to you by the Sierra Vista Soap Company. Locally handmade bath and body products. You can find them at Season's Creation at the mall or visit SierraVistaSoapCompany.com. Lopez 0 for 2 at the line, but a great job fighting for the offensive rebound. I think that was Luis Ramirez on that one. Here is Sebastian Lopez with the ball. He's got Brogan on him. Lopez drives to the paint and can't make it. The shot we see Lopez hit more often than not is just not falling for him. He's going to D up Cooper Merrill. Good job there from Lopez, poking the ball away, and that's going to cause the over and back from Cooper Merrill. So 17-16, 5:32 to play in the first half. Pumas on top by 1. Molina, the inbounds pass. They get it to Lopez. He's on the elbow. Gets a screen from Diaz Lopez. Gets it over to Hunter Wright. No shot clock in 2A, nothing but time. Hunter Wright's going to drive to the inside. Diaz Lopez is going to spot up a three. Emilio Diaz Lopez, 2 for 2 from 3-point range, 20-16. Your score now is BISBEE putting on the press. Good job, St. David fighting out of it, but there's Sebastian Lopez. showing the vertical, able to stop that one, and that could have been an easy bucket for the St. David Tigers, if not for the defense of Lopez. 20-16, 5:05 to play. Wouldn't you know it, there is the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Dave Davies, joining me here in the booth as the St. David Tigers inbound the ball. Turn your mic on, Dave. You are good to go. Someone gave a like for that. Dave Davies, how you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm back in my favorite place. Look at that floor. My goodness.
That's going to be Posey trying to drive on the inside, and that's going to be a foul. Sebastian Lopez box everyone out. And he's going to – so this is one thing that we're seeing so far here tonight, David. Sebastian Lopez is getting these calls for on his physical play.
Oh, he's actually getting the calls on getting the foul calls. He was high-pointing a lot of rebounds against the Douglas Bulldogs. Really good, a really good job against a very large Douglas team. But he's really able to find the ball at the high point on these rebounds.
A lot of interactions flowing as Hunter Wright brings the ball up court for the BISBEE Pumas. Dave, you missed a lot of action, and Hunter Wright ended our first quarter with a half-court three-pointer that touched nothing but net. Threw up a rainbow.
He had some big threes against Douglas as well. Hunter Wright's really coming into his own as a basketball player.
A 20-16 your score, 4:30 to play. And that's going to be something. White 2, Andre Molina with the foul, and St. David's going to inbound this ball again.
So it looks like walking into a close game here, a 4-point game. St. David looks really good in that tournament as well.
Gannon Carafa splits everyone, but can't get it to go, and that's the story. Gannon Carafa, one of the leading scorers for the St. David Tigers, hasn't got his shot down yet. And that's why we have that 20-16 lead. Sebastian Lopez, another storyline tonight, Dave. 1,000 career points in basketball. Not bad for a football player.
Yeah, no, not bad at all. That last foul was on number 1, Adrian Nuremberg. So BISBEE's going to inbound the ball. So about 1,000 points is quite the accolade in high school basketball. So he's going to go ahead and match Jose Mendez and Gabby Lopez with that total.
That's what we said. Gabby Lopez, first Lopez to do it. Recognition tonight. Sebastian Lopez drives on the inside out to Luis Ramirez.
He's been really good at penetrating and drawing the double teams. Ramirez has just got to start putting down those open threes that he's been getting.
This is going to be Molina. He's driving. Ramirez is going to pop up the three. In and out. No good. And we're going to have a push on
St. David. It's on Luke Haymore, and he's wondering what the call was.
I didn't see much contact underneath, but we always have to go with the official. That's your line. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Go ahead, Dave.
Hey, I trust him until otherwise noted.
I think we've had some great officiating in basketball this season.
That Holiday Classic was a blast. That was so much fun to go up there and cover all those games.
All right, so St. David's in the bonus. Luis Ramirez is going to go shoot a couple free throws. Emilio Diaz-Lopez, another storyline off the bench, Davis. You came in 2 for 2 from three-pointers. He's got 6 points, yeah.
Oh, he's back off the ankle. Oh, okay, Diaz-Lopez is back out there. Because, yeah, he was dealing with a fractured ankle. He was out for a couple of weeks.
Of course, Spencer Anthony, he's walked into our camp a couple times here tonight. Watch it back, Spencer. You'll hear it. I got you one time.
You think he'd been around for long enough that he would have figured this out, you know?
Spencer Anthony, of course, from the BISBEE Pumas, linebacker, played 2 years of football.
Tackling field.
Made himself one of the best linebackers in Cochise County, regardless of classification. Diaz-Lopez up and good with the first one as they switch the free throw shooter.
Shot looks good for Diaz-Lopez.
Yeah, he's got
quick
a nice
recovery off that
on
ankle.
His shot for sure. That's his 7th point of the half as well.
7 out of 21, not bad.
I think he leads all shooters, and both good for 2. 2 for 2 from Diaz-Lopez, a 6-point lead now for the BISBEE Pumas.
BISBEE running a press here, see if they can get some turnovers out of St. David.
One thing I've seen tonight, Dave, I haven't done many BISBEE Puma games this year, but I saw a lot of give and go and a lot of off-the-ball movement. I know you love that.
Absolutely. They look so much better at that than they did last year.
Nürnberger trying to drive to the inside, a little bit out of control. That's going to be Sebastian Lopez. Sebastian Lopez going to the line to shoot 2. Gannon Carafa trying to draw the charge. Lopez going to get the foul called.
Yeah, he was outside of the restricted area, so he's not going to get that call. Lopez making shots through the contact. Just getting stronger.
Well, he didn't make the shot.
He just made that. I thought he made the shot. He did not. Oh. I'm still getting settled.
Yeah.
It was a very quick drive out here. Thank you, Cochise County Sheriff and Mark Daniels, for not pulling me over on my way out here.
I know you were trying to get out here as fast as you could. These free throws are going to be brought to you by Allo Fiber, your new home for TV, phone, and internet. Connect with them today at allofiber.com and become a fiber fan. And Dave, one thing I always say That's 0 for 3 in the last 3 of free throws for Sebastian Lopez. One thing I always say about Aloe Fiber is I hope they understand and their infrastructure is ready for the amount of customers they're going to get from
Yeah,
Sierra.
this is going to be like the Tyson Fury, like the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. I know Lopez, I've been giving him guff for years now about his free throw shooting. I know he can hear my voice when he misses those.
23-16 as Lopez goes 1 for 2 at the charity stripe. Chase Pacheco is going to have that taken away from Emilio Diaz-Lopez, and running the floor is going to be Hunter Wright. Sebastian Lopez, he's going to think better of it. He's going to drive the paint. Lopez goes up off the backboard. Sebastian Lopez, tough bucket, gives the Pumas a 9-point lead, 25-16.
Oh, they're calling a foul on Molina right there. He got all ball in that play, and that's a technical on Molina.
And Andre
he got all ball, and he was upset about it, but you can't do what he did.
And it doesn't matter how upset you get, Dave. Come on, you know you can't show it.
No, you cannot. You can't do what he just did. We're going to call it every time. Whether you like the call or not, you cannot show up the referee at basketball. He will call the tech every time.
I think we saw that a lot in the girls' game. Both sides, they wore it on their face, but they didn't say anything. They turned around so the ref couldn't see him and called it a day.
Yeah, Molina's going to go ahead and hit the bench now. Eddie Andrade is going to come back in the game, and St. David's going to get some free throws, pun intended. Who won the girls' game?
The St. David Lady Tigers. So it was 23 going at half, and I believe the game finished. It was a 17-point victory for the Lady Tigers.
Oh, wow. It's a big second half for them.
The second half, they just showed up and showed out. The defense, the press started working. The Lady Pumas did a great job in the first half getting by the press. But in the second half, when they didn't get by the press, if they did, the ball would generally wind up in a turnover. St. David Lady Tigers defense, strong as ever.
Braden Posey, misses the first one. Yeah, the St. David game that I covered, Braden Posey had a huge game in that game. Braden Posey looking like a star player this year for St. David.
He's only a sophomore as well.
Have we talked about the BISBEE cheerleading team yet?
Yeah, every time there's a timeout, we get it over there too. Braden Posey 1 of 2 from the line. That's his 3rd point. But like you said, Dave, in the tournament, Braden Posey was cracking 20 points like it was going out of style.
Yeah.
So not the offensive output he's used to or accustomed to, but we expect him to fully turn it on.
Yeah, Braden Posey is a good-looking player for St. David.
25-17 your score, an 8-point lead. 3 minutes to play in the first half. BISBEE Pumas on top as Gannon Carafa is going to bring the ball up for the St. David Tigers. A little bit of a point forward action.
He was the primary ball handler in the game that I covered on Friday.
We got a couple of them. Lopez and Carafa can do it. Luke Haymore dribbles himself
nice
in the
pass.
corner. Good pass inside to Keston Richardson. Second chance bucket for Keston Richardson. Up and good. 6-point lead now for the Pumas.
Keston Richardson's got to establish that confidence. If he starts going, St. David is tough to beat. But he is the biggest player out there. He's got to play like it.
Only a sophomore as well as Diaz-Lopez going to drive. He's going to get called for the travel. I could see that one on the camera. 2:39 to play now. St. David starting to build some momentum in this one.
Yeah, Diaz-Lopez went full NBA on that one. Can't take 5 steps.
I said that during a game. Was it the Desert Christian in Nuosu? I'll never forget him. I was like, he's ready for the NBA.
Doesn't even dribble.
Cooper Merrill with the ball now for the St. David Tigers. Over to Gannon Carafa. He's got Hunter Wright on him. Size mismatch. Hunter Wright stops the ball.
Yeah, but as the ball handler, he's not going to be able to take advantage of that.
No, not at all. Luke Haymore is going to dribble the ball. It's going to be out on Luke Haymore. The BISBEE Pumas stopped that momentum. That could have been a big possession for the St. David Tigers, but they end up turning the ball over. 6-point game, 25-19, 2:19 to play.
Yeah, St. David looks a little rattled from the team that I watched in the tournament. They don't have the composure that we were playing with. I think BISBEE might be in their heads a little bit.
I was talking to Coach Denowith from St. David before the game as we have a 3-pointer up and no good. Eddie Andrade hit 1, but has been 0 for 2 in his last couple. Chase Pacheco in there. Come on, football player star, get it. Chase Pacheco, one of the best linebackers in 1A football, plays like it too. As he takes that ball away from Andrade, Hunter Wright coming back to save it for the Pumas and keep possession, but that one's off his foot and goes out of bounds.
You know, you've heard me say this a couple of times this year about playing too fast. That's exactly what caused that turnover right there.
Teresa Casillas in our last game was talking, Teresa Casillas, #1 fan of Yasleen Hernandez, Beast Yasleen Hernandez. She was saying that too about the Lady Pumas as they were just playing a little too fast. And I think that came from being so frantic to get the ball up court, and when they did, that's the time to calm down a little bit.
Cisco Kid checking in for Diaz-Lopez.
That's going to be Carafa with it. Good pass inside. Keston Richardson's been a beast in the paint. He's going to have to throw that one away. Great awareness to get it to Gannon Carafa. Almost results in a bucket.
That was great defense by Lopez to body him up without fouling him and forcing him to do that.
Chase Pacheco with the ball. And we're going to have a something. Is that 3 seconds?
You know, they're going to call an offensive foul on Cooper Merrill coming off the screen.
That's what happens when you have a bunch of football players playing basketball, Dave.
Oh, yeah. Cooper Merrill was definitely footballing his way to that tournament.
Cooper Merrill, Gannon Carafa, Keston Richardson. I know Carafa and Richardson are great basketball players, but they're great football players, too.
By Lopez.
And Lopez is going to get bailed out by the call, too. Merrill not happy, but you see, he doesn't show up.
Well, yeah, but Lopez took 4 steps, so they were just waiting for the travel call, and he ended up getting the
I wouldn't
foul
say
call.
4 steps. I think
he took at least 3.
I mean, he slid. His foot slid, so I saw that.
The travel.
I know.
I'm just saying. Yeah, St. David was a little befuddled by not getting that call. No, I say they were a little befuddled by not getting that call, and another missed free throw by Lopez.
Yeah, Lopez has been really good this year in free throws, just a little bit short on his first free throw attempts on all of these.
These free throws brought to you by the Sierra Vista Soap Company. You can find them at C-Sun Creations in the Sierra Vista Mall or SierraVistaSoapCompany.com.
Up and good with the no. Iron unkind. Rebound going to Carafa. And Chase Pacheco, older brother of Top Pacheco, had to get that one in there.
Richardson's got a mouse in the house. They got to get it down there.
1 minute to play. Chase Pacheco trying to get it in off the backboard. No good. Rebound to Luis Ramirez from the BISBEE Pumas. Hunter Wright bringing up.
Yeah, they had Lopez high on the press. That means he's not guarding Richardson, which means you need to get the big guy the ball.
This one's going to be to Andrade. Cisco all the way over. Hunter Wright, corner 3. Hunter Wright, up and good. Hunter Wright, like you said, Dave, really starting to gain some confidence here on the hard wood.
Oh, yeah, no, he looks different than he looked just 2 weeks ago.
Sebastian Lopez comes up to Carafa, momentarily gets the ball away, but great strength shown by Gannon Carafa to keep it. Luke Haymore with it, under 30 seconds to play in this first half. Cooper Merrill has that range, puts it up off the backboard, no good. Long rebound is going to come out to Hunter Wright. Hunter Wright's going to drive in. He's got a little bit of numbers. Momentarily loses control of the ball and throws it heavy off of Luke Haymore's face, but he was out of bounds already. And this one's coming back to St. David.
What is it about BISBEE Pumas and throwing basketballs off people's faces? Lopez did it like 3 times last year. And that's the quarterback doing that. Make
a rule about it. That's all I can say. Cooper Merrill's going to box out, go in the lane, in the paint, no good. Sebastian Lopez. Physical play. Starting to get a little chippy down there with just under 6 seconds to play. I think we have a jump ball situation and staying with the St. David Tigers.
Well, yeah, when you get a ball up your face, that's going to create a little chippiness on the court.
So that's physical play from both teams coming out right now. This is, Dave, we always see quick whistles for jump balls, and I think we're realizing why that happens more often than not in high school basketball.
That could have turned into a scrum.
Gannon Carafa, 5 seconds. You think he'd want to take that shot. Had an open look. 2 seconds, 1 second. Justin Richardson, what a look, what a pass. I think that was Chase Pacheco to end our first half. But going into halftime, it is 28-21. BISBEE Pumas on top of the St. David Tigers.
Oh, I made it to a good one here, baby. So, yeah, we're going to take a really quick halftime break. Stick around with us for the second half, and we got a good game in Bisbee, Arizona.
Cheerleaders should be coming out to do another routine. And I will wait for the copyrighted music to mute the stream. Shout out one more time to Ernesto Suarez, our cameraman for football. Shout out to the St. David Lady Tigers varsity team for winning that first game. I know you saw the camera. No highs. Paige! Paige, Emma, and I can't see the number, but there we go on the screen for you. St. David varsity team successful tonight. Got the W. It doesn't look like we're going to get a cheerleading performance. Our boy Ernesto's about to rock that guitar, though. If Richard Wilson's in the chat, Yogi, Dave's about to go out there and shoot some three-pointers for you.
And thank you, folks, for joining us for the second half. BISBEE Pumas up over the St. David Tigers 28-21 in a good game that I walked into. Before we get this game started, I'd like to thank some of the people that make this game possible for y'all to watch free on Cool FM Live. Thanks to Ginger's Titles, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard, the one with the pink door. They do licenses, titles, registrations, and IDs. Written and road testing also now available. Go to gingerstitles.com.
As always, thank you to SSVEC, serving our community, and Synergy Home Care Sierra Vista, providing non-medical home care for people that struggle with activities of daily living. Call them today at 520-685-1055.
Thanks to Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. Voted #1 in Cochise County by y'all. You can find Grasshopper on Facebook, see examples of their fine work.
Thank you to the Ed Morse Automotive Group in Sierra Vista. Drive in today and experience the difference.
Thanks to Big Mike, All-Pro Pest Management, veteran-owned and operated. Voted also #1 in Cochise County by y'all. Putting the boot on bugs for the last 15 years, All-Pro Pest Management.
Thank you as well to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate expert, Sherry Ethel and your team at 717-599-2439.
Thanks to Copper Queen Community Hospital. They have a new physical therapy department open in Hertford, as well as their ones in BISBEE and Douglas, providing the highest level of patient care. Make an appointment with a doctor today, 520-432-6435.
And finally, thank you to Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963. Just over a minute to go, 28-21. BISBEE Pumas on top, led by Sebastian Lopez, who scored his 1,000th career point tonight. But Dave, I'll tell you, the leading scorer, Hunter Wright from the BISBEE Pumas, is he getting it done or is he getting it done?
Yeah, he looks really good. Again, he looks evolved from 2 weeks ago. I can see the immediate impact that Emilio Diaz-Lopez has on this team. He's a good-looking player as well. As far as St. David goes, again, they have all the pieces. They just got to put this together. Kessler Richardson, like you said, only a sophomore. He's got to start playing a little bigger. He is the tallest guy on the floor. He needs to start enforcing his will a little more.
He's very efficient from the floor tonight, but what you're saying is you'd like to see Keston Richardson attack a little bit more. And they're missing the offensive production from Gannon Carafa so far. I mean, 21 points. We could chalk it up to the Puma defense, but that's just not like the St. David Tigers.
No, again, they're not playing with that normal St. David composure. I have a feeling that Coach Denowith is going to get them scored away. We're going to have a much better second half. Coach Yogi, I see you in the chat.
Dave Curry or Stephen Davies shooting those threes. Did you make any?
I only had like a 3 in a row streak. It wasn't nothing crazy. I was missing a lot more than I was making, but then again, I just got it.
I walked in and Yogi said, "Where's Dave? I want to see him shoot threes." He said, "I saw him do it. He wasn't making a lot of them." Oh, my God.
I made 7 in a row in Wilcox.
Coach.
10 out of 11. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
But yeah, here we go. Second half play underway. BISBEE Pumas are going to inbound this basketball with a 7-point lead.
I forgot you were here. We should have definitely done that Ed Morse Automotive Group $500 halftime half-court shot, but whatever. You got here late, so it is what it is. Hunter Wright's going to bring the ball up for the BISBEE Pumas over to Eddie Andrade.
I had to work.
Well, I just completely forgot.
Yeah,
Sebastian Lopez
me too.
with the ball. He's going to get that over to Hunter Wright. Good give and go to Sebastian Lopez. They work an open shot. Hunter Wright from 3 again just went off the iron. So could start the second half as hot as he was in the first half. Ball coming back up with the Tigers. That's going to be Luke Haymore.
Richardson is getting open in the post down there. He needs to be a little more assertive.
And that's a good pass from Carafa. Richardson couldn't finish. He's going to go up with it again. Richardson not to be denied and one. He just waited for the foul before he got that bucket.
Exactly on cue. That's exactly what we need out of the big guy. 2 offensive rebounds, gets the putback through the contact, and gets St. David back in this game.
These free throws are going to be brought to you by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, serving our community. A chance to make it a 4-point deficit. Cut into this lead a little bit more for the St. David Tigers. 7:17 to play.
Can you imagine if all these Richardsons had got to play together on a team? It would have been an unstoppable 1A force.
2A, 3A, 4A force. Yeah. You get Coy Richardson with his brothers? Come on now. I mean, they are like 20 years old now, so it is what it is. But that's going to be up and good. 3-point play converted from Keston Richardson. A 4-point lead now for the BISBEE Pumas as number 4, Hunter Wright, brings it up court, drops it off to Sebastian Lopez. Lopez looking like he wants to attack Merrill. Does so. Good defense, good help defense from Luke Haymore to stop the dribble. Hunter Wright now on the elbow. Hunter Wright to Lopez. Lopez has Andrade, but that one's going to be taken away. And coming up court for the layup, up and good. Braden Posey.
Told you, that's
I always forget the first
for the
name.
St. David Tigers.
2-point lead now here in Bisbee, Arizona for these Pumas.
This is the St. David team I knew was going to come out. That was a double dribble.
Andrade is going to throw that one away. It's going to be taken up by Luke Haymore. Gets it over to Gannon Carafa. And a chance now to tie the game or take the lead. Haymore has that range, decides better of it. Over to Carafa. Gannon Carafa.
You know, St. David tries to only take good shots within the offense. As they say that, Carafa fires a long one.
He was doing a heat check. That's great defense from Lopez. But Keston Richardson in there to get the offensive rebound. And now Cooper Merrill to get the rebound. Sebastian Lopez, contact, nothing called. Andrade is going to bring this one up for the Bisbee Pumas. And that foul, they're just going to stop for Sebastian Lopez. He's going to try to walk this one off.
I mean, it doesn't take a genius to see that he was tripped after he got the rebound. That's a foul, inadvertent or not. And Lopez, again, getting frustrated because he doesn't get the calls.
Ball will stay with the Pumas. Dave already said, we talked about it all the time, you're a physical player. You don't get as many of the calls as maybe that you should. And I think that's what we just saw there. 6:07 to play. Still a 2-point Bisbee Puma lead, 28-26. But it's been all St. David in this third quarter. And that calls it a timeout from Tyler Denowith from the St. David Tigers.
That timeout is brought to you by Allo Fiber, your new home team for internet, phone, and cable. Go to allofiber.com and learn about the Allo Fiber difference.
That does give me a chance to thank Synergy Home Care of Sierra Vista, providing non-medical home care to all of Cochise and Santa Cruz County. Give them a call today at 520-685-1035.
My favorite son, Fabian Hernandez, is in the house.
And as always, I just have the camera on the cheerleaders until they look over and notice.
Hey, there it is.
I'll try to sneak those in as much as I can.
Yeah, I know you probably mentioned it, but they did qualify for nationals.
I didn't know they qualified for nationals. I know they ran the competition.
No, they qualified. The only problem is it's $1,600 a girl to get them to Anaheim, California. There's going to be some fundraising events going on around Cochise County. There's going to be one at Texas Roadhouse. We got to try to get these girls to Anaheim.
No kidding. That's about half the cost it takes to drag us out for these. Kidding. There is absolutely no money in what we do. So here we go. Andrade is going to throw this one into Hunter Wright. Dave's here on his own. Dave's volunteering his time right now. Sebastian Lopez, great pass. That's going to be Cisco, and he's going to get the three-point play opportunities. He converts at the rim. Great ball movement from the Bisbee Pumas.
Yeah, Sebastian Lopez says the Cisco kid is a friend of mine as he rewards him with the bucket and the and one through the contact.
Tie ball game, or no, it's not. They put that on the.
Yeah, they gave the point to the wrong team.
That's the wrong score. We got to fix the scoreboard, guys. The three-point play up and good, so that's going to be 31-26. 26. They put 2 points on for the St. David Tigers. Let's see if they get that corrected. They throw it inside to Cooper Merrill. Merrill's going to turn around. No good. And there's going to be contact. The ball's going to stay with the Tigers.
Hey, Spencer, you remind the scorekeeper that St. David only has 26.
That's going to be Gannon Carafa. Again, Carafa can't get anything to go. Carafa at the rim, and that one's going to be tipped in by Keston Richardson. Man, shooters are going to get their buckets. Gannon Carafa is going to start scoring as Hunter Wright puts that one up, and he's going to be fouled by Cooper Merrill, who does not like the call at the three-point line. But I was going to say, finishing my thought on Gannon Carafa, once he starts getting this going, it's going to be a new-look St. David team. So Bisbee's got to take advantage and build a sizable lead to withstand that score.
Well, that's 7 offensive rebounds given up in 2.5 minutes of play in the second half. Bisbee needs to put a butt on a body and box out because St. David is dominating the glass. Oh,
first one up and no good from Hunter Wright.
No legs, no rotation. That was just a flat dud on that one. Got to use your legs on every shot.
Interesting to note.
That's better. Still short.
Being a short, fat, white guy, I never really gave much thought into the technique of basketball. Kind of knew that wasn't going to be my calling. Played it like a football player, though. Hunter Wright, no good with any of the 3 attempts, so St. David, no problems at all getting out of that sticky situation, but they do turn it right back over. Hunter Wright to Cisco Ashave. Cisco too high off the glass, no good. a fight for the rebound, and St. David wants to go quickly now. It's going to be Keston Richardson, and a smart play from Richardson to slow the ball.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Slow that down.
Gannon Carafa now with it. He's going to get that one over to Luke Haymore. He decides better of it.
Everybody wants to shoot from there, but you know you're not supposed to.
Keston Richardson from the elbow, right inside the paint. Gets that one to go. Now it's 31-30. Bisbee Pumas, 1-point lead over the St. David Tigers.
He's going to have that shot available to him every time he wants it.
That's going to be a shot. Andrade, actually, no good. Hunter Wright goes back up, and he's no good. Now Bisbee looks like they might be rushing their offense a little bit. This one's going to be right back up. That's Keston Richardson wide open for three. Keston Richardson gets the St. David crowd on its feet. 33-31, 2-point lead for the Tigers.
Yeah, and there's a lot of them. This gym is loud right now. St. David well-traveled as always.
Sebastian Lopez over to Hunter Wright. Kicks it out to Ramirez. Luis Ramirez is going to travel up, and he's going to be fouled. That was a foul on Luke Haymore. I can see that one from here. Ramirez did step inside the three-point line, so going to the line for 2 free throws.
Well, again, 0 for 3 from Hunter Wright, so Bisbee's got to start putting these free throws down. That's 7 missed free throws since I've gotten here.
Somewhere around there. Diaz Lopez still has yet to miss a free throw. Felix Ramirez, St. David is up 33-31 right now is the score.
Well, no, they had given the 2 points to St. David, so they ended up giving them back to Bisbee. We had to remind them to take them off for St. David. We're all about keeping it fair around here, but the best team win.
And everyone here from St. David trying to make Ramirez miss the first, and they are successful.
The St.
That's
David
0 for 4.
fans are louder than the Bisbee fans right now.
That's 0 for 4 for the Bisbee Pumas in the last 4 free throw attempts. Ramirez up and good with the second one. 33-32 timeout from head coach Mike Hernandez of the Bisbee Pumas. 4:17 to play. That timeout is going to be brought to you by the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate experts at 717-599-2439.
Also, a big shout out to Sierra Vista Soap Company. You can go to SierraVistaSoapCompany.com and find some good Christmas gifts, or go to the Seasun Creations in the Sierra Vista Mall. Again, great gifts for Christmas. And again, it's it's 2014. Economics are a little tough. And reasonably priced gifts for Christmas.
I'll tell you, Dave, you missed the girls' game while you were at work. Who works anymore? While you were at work. And I'll tell you, Gracie Crockett, again, one of those players that just unsung hero for St. David, led the team in scoring. Very calm, composed, and collected, and just makes the shot, bucket after bucket after bucket.
Well, you said tied at halftime, and they won by 17, so obviously St. David girls came out in a big way in the second half.
The thing is, like, the three ball from Emma Hart wasn't there tonight. She didn't make a couple, but we're used to her being a little more efficient than that. And then Emmeline Hawkes had struggled to get on the score sheets, and St. David winning in a multitude of ways. The full court press is on for the Bisbee Pumas. St. David's going to beat it, but Luke Haymore leads Keston Richardson a little bit too far. Ball going back to the Bisbee Pumas, down by 1.
That is one little thing in basketball that drives me crazy, that you have to give the ball to the ref before he gets it back to you, because Lopez wanted to go fast right there, and the referee slowed him down.
It's called the rules. Here we go, Sebastian Lopez throwing over to Hunter Wright. Ramirez open for 3 in the corner. Hits the rim, no good. Good rebound by Chavez. Hunter Wright gets his man in the air. He's going to pop a 3-ball. That one's going to be short. Gannon Carafa.
I don't know what
with the rebound.
Was.
What's that thing?
I don't know. Oh, another
flop. A flop warning on 1. I think they need 4, Hunter Wright.
We are seeing a lot of those this year, and I am all about that life. Remember, who's number 1?
I think they meant 4. I think they meant 4, Hunter Wright. That's good defense there.
Oh, he got it out of his hand.
That would have been something by Cisco Chavez, but he was stepped out of bounds.
I thought that was clean.
As he tried to get that one. So the efforts there for the Pumas tonight. Now, the intensity, I think the fans have brought it out of both teams, especially the ones right to the right of us. For the St. David Tigers, there's a lot of great, fast basketball being played right now.
Boy, Tristan Meyer put on 20 pounds already. Oh, my good Lord. Oh, that's Ross. I saw him from behind. I thought that was Tristan for a minute.
Ball's going to come into Chase Pacheco as he checks into the ball game. Chase driving baseline. That's going to be out. He loses the ball. Frustration sets in on his face as the ball goes back up to the Pumas.
Coach Genowa's body language tells you everything you need to know about that one. Turnovers and St. David do not go together. He is not happy.
Hunter Wright bringing the ball at court for the Bisbee Pumas. Down by 1. to Ramirez, Sebastian Lopez. This gymnasium is getting loud as we expected. Bisbee, Arizona. Sebastian Lopez, he's going to take a corner three-pointer. That one's going to be a little bit off, and we do have a foul. Sebastian's going to go to the line to shoot three.
Whoa, I didn't see that one.
They call it on Gannon Carafa. Carafa not protesting, but I did not see much in it. We'll have to agree with the three people involved, the refs, Carafa and Lopez, all of them happy with the call.
Diaz Lopez is going to check into the game.
So a chance to take the lead now for Sebastian Lopez and the Bisbee Pumas. First one up and no good.
Oh, now St. David's coming over. We may have a scoring thing here. They actually may have 2 more points than we know.
Maybe they do. Maybe the refs haven't corrected it. Sebastian Lopez up and good with the second one. Tie ball game.
Never noticed.
Emilio Diaz Lopez coming into the game now for the Bisbee Pumas.
All right, free throws in Bisbee. It's an adventure. Let's see what we got.
Lopez up and good with this, so 2 out of 3 for Sebastian Lopez. Gives the Pumas a 1-point lead, 34-33. That's going to be Chase Pacheco. Gets it into Keston Richardson. Back to Pacheco. Great ball movement. Posey trying to finish it off. Can't do it. Rebound's going to come all the way back out, and that's going to be a push on Sebastian Lopez as we are getting very, very physical down there.
Yeah, it's not chippy, but it is physical.
Not chippy,
but Lopez tried to do a little too much on that. He got the rebound, and he likes to create the break off that rebound, but he had a lot of players around him and ended up turning it right back over.
3:05 to play in the third quarter, 34-33, 1-point lead for the Bisbee Pumas. St. David will inbound the ball in Puma territory, I guess. It's very easy to get to the opposing team's territory in basketball. Chase Pacheco, he's going to get around his man, put up the floater, up and good from Chase Pacheco. Gives St. David the lead back at 35-34.
Yeah, nice little baseline jumper rattling home for Pacheco. And we got a good game here with 2:50 left in the third.
This gym is getting loud. Sebastian Lopez, Hunter right corner three. That's going to be short. No good. Long rebound coming to Andrade. He's going to try to get it to Diaz Lopez. Hunter Wright saves it. No, he doesn't. Ball coming back to the St. David Tigers.
Well, we asked Cochise County for some rowdy gyms. Well, we got one here tonight.
That's what we love to see. That's what we love to see. Come out and support the kids, folks. I don't think people understand how much work these student athletes put in. We're not just talking about their seasonal sports. We mentioned people like Bryson Meyer and DJ Lewis who play on travel ball teams during the football season and in the basketball season. Bryson's a rally car driver. Like, there's so much they work on. Like, least you could do is come out and shell the $5 and come out and get loud for them.
Yeah, you're telling me. I know. Is there a better way to spend a Monday evening than coming into the new Puma Gymnasium and watching some basketball?
I'll tell you.
Anytime Bisbee and St. David get together, it's instant classic. The first one we ever saw was an instant classic.
I'm glad you didn't need our next sponsor, Dave, but I figured you would the way you were going to be driving here for this one. Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963.
Oh, no, I would have had to go to Ginger's Titles to go get a new registration for my car because they would have taken it off of me.
Driver's license as well, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Again, Sheriff Mark Daniels was, I was able to evade them this evening. I'll be driving home much safer, I promise. You know, once I know Bisbee's playing, I got to get out there. I got to go.
2:39 to play here in the third quarter. That was going to be a foul by Diaz Lopez. Nothing called as Chase Pacheco got away. This one's going to be over to Luke Haymore. Luke Haymore's going to spin off of his man. Great defense there by Andrade. Turns it over. Sebastian Lopez, Hunter Wright. Lopez, they're trying to alley-oop it. Got the ollie, just not the oop. Ball will stay with the Pumas.
They didn't have enough room. I knew what they were going to try to work, but you got to be fast on that. And Lopez had already gotten to the rim by the time Hunter Wright tried to get the ball up. I knew what they were trying.
Emilio Diaz Lopez is going to inbound the ball for the Bisbee Pumas. Luis Ramirez, he had an open shot if he could have handled it. Hunter Wright into Lopez. Diaz Lopez. Back to Lopez. Hunter Wright. Back to Sebastian. Chase Pacheco on him. Screen from Hunter Wright. Sebastian Lopez clears everyone out. He's going to drive on the inside. Free throw jumper from Sebastian Lopez. Touched every part of the rim. and goes out. No good. 2 minutes to play in this third quarter. St. David a chance to extend this lead. Keston Richardson for three on the baseline. No good. Ball's going to be tipped around. Luke Haymore comes away with it. Haymore out to Posey. Braden Posey driving on the inside. He's going to lose possession of the ball. It's going to come out to Sebastian Lopez. Lopez going quickly. Free throw floater, no good. Lopez following his own miss. And that is just tough basketball from Sebastian Lopez. 36-35, Pumas on top.
Boy, I mean, for only 165 pounds, he plays very physical.
Keston Richardson with the ball. Wants to slow this one down. It's been a frenetic pace for the last couple of minutes. And it's not going to work as Sebastian Lopez comes away with the ball. Lopez with right. He's going to take it all the way. He's going to miss the free throw. No good. Andrade fighting. Calls timeout. Great timeout. On the floor there for the BISBEE Pumas by Eddie Andrade.
Andrade.
I knew it was Andrade. I just couldn't remember the first
Lopez had a 3-on-1 on that. It got a little greedy. So unable to convert. So that's going to keep it at a 1-point game for BISBEE. But this timeout is brought to you by Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up, serving all of Cochise County. Number one is voted on by you. Give Grasshopper a call, 520-456-8945 for an estimate to make your yard look better.
Our score line 36-35. Pumas on top of the St. David Tigers. We have a timeout. And of course, during this timeout, I do get to thank the Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. They have clinics in Hereford, Bisbee, and Douglas providing the highest level of care to outpatients and home health patients of all ages. Making a call with one of their doctors of physical therapy today at 520-432-6435.
After I make fun of other people about ad reading and then you get that.
I had a lot of things on my mind.
I'm giving you stick.
I know.
We'll go get all the things off your mind at the golf course tomorrow.
I don't like to mess those up either, especially Copper Queen has been with us forever, sponsoring our broadcast.
One of our 5 OC sponsors.
Emilio Diaz-Lopez to take the inbounds. He's going to throw it all the way out to Luis Ramirez. Gets it over to Sebastian Lopez. Lopez going to drive. He's going to dribble around. He's going to take the elbow jumper. Lopez gets that one to go. Sebastian Lopez looking like he wants to take this over for the Pumas. 38-35, under a minute to play. St. David going quickly. Braden Posey gets around everybody. And that's going to be a foul. Braden Posey going to the line to shoot two. Mike Hernandez saying he stepped out of bounds. Referees not agreeing.
I didn't see it. I thought it was a great play by Posey. He worked his way all the way to the basket, draws the contact, and gets 2 free throws. Try to make this a 1-point game.
Ooh, we are approaching our top concurrent number for the basketball season. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on Cool FM Live. Don't forget to like the Facebook page, like the Cool FM Live Sports Facebook page, and subscribe to the YouTube page so we can broadcast live streams on the same channel.
Yes, please, and thank you. Posey missed the first one.
Makes the second. It is loud in this gymnasium. Under a minute to play. 38-36. Pumas on top.
How do we ever do this without microphones?
A lot of willpower and vocal power. Sebastian Lopez driving on Pacheco. Finds Hunter right open. Luis Ramirez open. Gets his man in the air. 3-ball up and no good from Ramirez. Rebounded Chase Pacheco of the St. David Tigers.
So I said, when they go back and watch this back, Ramirez is just getting a ton of open corner threes. And he's got to start practicing that 500 times a day.
Chase Pacheco on the inside gets it to Keston Richardson. Ball's going to go away. It's a fast break opportunity. Emilio Diaz-Lopez up and under, no good. It's going to be Andrade with the rebound, and that's going to be a tie-up. Posey as well. We have a jump ball going, possession arrow the way of the Tigers with 13 seconds to play in this third quarter.
Oh, what a good, I said every time these two teams lock horns, man, it is such a good game.
Always evenly matched team, Dave. Doesn't matter who's rebuilding, who's retooling. These two teams are always going to put on a show.
Why do you think I flew out here to do this? Got to see this one. It's always a classic.
Luke Haymore now with it for the St. David Tigers. Gets Lopez in the air.
Wide open.
That's going to be Braden Posey for three. Oh, misses everything. And that is how our third quarter will end. 38-36. Pumas nursing a very slim 2-point lead going into the fourth quarter. These cheerleaders brought to you by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, serving our community.
Also, a big shout out to Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, putting the boot on bugs for the last 15 years. As Pizzy likes to say, don't just go for the service, but go for the customer service as well. All Pro Pest Management, the best in the biz.
Tense moments here in the BISBEE Puma, brand new BISBEE Puma gymnasium.
Ooh, look at that floor.
Floor does look good. I forget every time that this is a brand new gym. But my goodness, does it look good. Fitting, beholden of a team like the BISBEE Pumas.
Yeah, we had a flood in the gym last year. We had a pipe burst, so we got a brand new gymnasium floor here in BISBEE. Yeah, it'd be fitting a game like this.
No kidding,
St.
right?
David deserves to play on this floor, too. They've been doing this thing for a long time between these two teams, and like I said, it is always so evenly matched. Always such a good game.
It's crunch time in the fourth quarter, Dave. I'm looking at big number 12, Gannon Carafa. If he starts to turn it on for St. David, they could start to pull away with this one. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, quiet game from Carafa. You're absolutely right. He has been the quiet one. Again, keep an eye on number 11, Braden Posey. He is an absolute spark plug. St. David pulls this one off. I think it's going to be on the back of number 11.
Renee Molina in the chat says, "Vamos, Andre." Sebastian Lopez with the ball. Luis Ramirez, another corner three, open, and again can't make it. We're going to have a push. I did see that one. Luke Haymore underneath. Pushes Hunter right, and the ball's going to stay with the Pumas.
Again, Ramirez 0 for 4 on those corner threes since I've gotten here. And he's wide open on these shots. You got to knock those down.
Katie McDonald, shout out Katie McDonald, one of our biggest supporters, especially our Tuesday show, live Tuesdays at 10. Says you're doing a great job over yonder. Sebastian Lopez for three. He says you can't leave me open for that one. Now a 5-point Puma lead.
Just notice how I know that it's in before it leaves his hand. It's the way he set up that shot and stroked it. You knew that one was money.
That's going to be a good drive by
Like
Nurnberger.
this one right here.
They get it to Merrill in the corner. No good. Lopez with the rebound. He's trying to dribble out of it. Ball will fall to Hunter Wright for the BISBEE Pumas. And Wright, good ball handling with the ball up court for the Pumas. Lopez with it, goes right by Haymore. That's going to be an offensive foul.
Oh, they said he hooked him.
I think that's going to be... Oh, you're right. They are calling that one on Sebastian Lopez.
Yeah, saying he hooked him on when he tried to go around him. Lopez doesn't have to do that. He's faster than everybody in the gym. But, yeah, I mean, if the ref had the best angle on it, so he's probably correct.
It's not fair to be that tall and that athletic. This is not fair. 41-36, 7:16 to play in the ball game. 5-point Puma lead. We are going to get a substitution, it looks like. Checking into the game. Back into the game is going to be Braden Posey, I believe.
If Sebastian Lopez had a professional equivalent, it's Russell Westbrook. He's the fastest guy on the floor. He's the toughest rebounder, even though he's only about 6'3". Sebastian Lopez is very Russell Westbrooky.
Good comp. It looks like we're going to get a travel on the St. David Tigers. The ball was going back to the Pumas either way, as that ball was going to be thrown away. 7:13 to play. Still the 5-point lead for the Pumas and a chance to extend that.
Braden Posey checking into the game. So, again, keep an eye on number 11. St. David's been primarily running this 2-3 zone since I've gotten here. Well, it looks like they may be switching to man as I say that. Keston Richardson lives by that basket. He ain't going anywhere.
I think they need to get a good, do a better
they're
job
still
of getting
keeping
into Keston Richardson. Even if he's not going to make the first one, he always gets position to get the offensive rebound. Hunter Wright is going to find his way to Diaz.
Nice
Lopez.
passing.
Ramirez back to Wright. Corner three. Hunter Wright. No good. That corner three just not falling for the BISBEE Pumas. That's going to be a trap, but Braden Posey able to get out of it and get the foul called on the BISBEE Pumas.
I thought they were going to call a jump ball. I'm like, if anything, that's a foul.
I saw.
Oh, I know. I thought it was a foul. I thought they were going to call a jump ball for a minute. I was like, wait a minute. But St. David down 5, under 7 minutes on this clock. They're going to need a couple of good possessions.
And we're going to get the referees discussing something on the floor. We got good news for you, Dave. We did not lead the scores table in the wrong direction. We were completely right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. We're pretty good at this, you know? I like to think we're pretty good at this.
I mean, the football officials could just watch our stream. We'd be the fourth official or the official in the booth, whatever. I say fourth official because of soccer. And that's going to be a violation by Posey. And again, Braden Posey, sophomore, who's been a great player, especially at the Benson Holiday Classic for the St. David Tigers, just not having his best game. And that happens.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in basketball.
Absolutely.
Basketball is 100% skill-based sport. And sometimes you just don't have it. The only tougher thing making a shot is hitting a golf ball.
I'm not saying I was the greatest or anything, but I had an 0 for 11 game one time. Brutal.
Hunter Wright trying to drive around Posey. Gets it over to Lopez. Diaz Lopez open as well. There.
Oh, I'm going to show you how to not hit a golf ball tomorrow. I promise you that.
St. David transposing back into that 2-3. Hunter Wright. A little bit of an opening. Good defense here from the St. David Tigers. Luis Ramirez right there, but that one's going to be knocked away. And Cooper Merrill in transition. Cooper Merrill gets that one to go 41-38. Now just a 3-point Puma lead.
Good finish by Cooper Merrill. I thought Lopez was going to get him on the chase down.
Luis Ramirez going to throw this one away. Good job there from Braden Posey to come back and pick up the steal. Now Gannon Carafin a chance to tie or take the lead for the St. David Tigers as they bring the ball up.
St. David looking like they got a little momentum right now, but that was not a good shot by Cooper Merrill.
And on the rebound, Luke Haymore is going to foul Sebastian Lopez. That's one of those things, Dave, and I think everyone feels it. When you crawl back into that game, you want to be the one to tie that ball game back up. And I guess it's a 3-point lead. I thought it was only 2.
Yeah, I tell you, Cooper Merrill took an errant shot while running into the paint. Again,
that's
not very St. David-like, as we're used to seeing Chris ball movement and creating really good shots.
Hunter Wright bringing the ball up for the St. David Tigers. Getting loud defensive chats here at Bisbee, Arizona. Might as well. The cheerleaders trying to answer with offense chants. It's just loud for both teams right now.
What?
Diaz Lopez, elbow jumper. He's going to be fouled, going to the line to shoot 2.
Oh, that call was softer than baby poop. I didn't care for that one, but Bisbee will take it. But again, as I made it very clear during the Benson Holiday Classic, and I was right, the ball is very honest. The ball is related to George Washington.
Katie McDonald saying our show is like her own love show since I can see and hear you guys. Thank you, Katie. Appreciate that. Diaz Lopez misses his first free throw of the ball game.
Tell you, the ball is George Washington. It never tells a lie. I told you it wasn't foul on that.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. I've seen the ball live 20 times. Diaz Lopez up and no good with either of them, so that's 2 times the Bisbee Pumas have gone to the line, maybe 3 where they got nothing. St. David going to throw this one away. Sebastian Lopez coming away with it. Lopez going all the way. He's going to be fouled in the paint, blocking foul, going to the line to shoot 2. Our varsity girls team not happy with the officiating right now. The St. David team sitting right next to us, Dave.
Well, Lopez is the one that created the contact that forced Richardson back. So, yeah, I would be a little upset with that one if I was a St. David fan as well.
Again, the varsity girls successful behind the leading scorer, Gracie Crockett, here in Bisbee, Arizona. A tie game at halftime turned into a 17-point win for the Lady Tigers. These free throws are going to be brought to you by Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management. You can find them on Facebook at All Pro Pest Management. That one, no good.
Jackson Brogan making his first appearance. I didn't even see him in Benson, so this is a new player.
He was in Benson for sure. I actually asked head coach Matt Brogan of the St. David Lady Tigers. I didn't even ask if he was related. I said, hey, what's your relation? And that is the head coach and principal's nephew.
That's a 4-point lead
or
for
cousin,
the Pumas.
I can't remember actually.
Superman's trying to do too much by himself right now.
And we're going to have a on-the-floor foul by Luis Ramirez. 5:28 to play in this ball.
Yeah, Cooper Merrill's trying to do things a little too much by himself. He's got to use his teammates.
Great Posey to take this inbounds.
A lot of viewers tonight. Thank you for joining us on Cool FM Live to watch Bisbee against St. David. Cochise County Athletics. Doing our best to support all of our teams. I will be in Tombstone tomorrow night to watch the Yellow Jackets.
Top concurrent viewership all season for basketball here tonight in Bisbee, Arizona, Dave. That's why we love coming to Bisbee. The fans always watch us, whether they're in the stadium, which is awesome that they do that, or they're at home.
Well, sometimes they watch us when they're in the stadium.
I know. I said it was nice of them to do that.
And our Cochise County game of the week, we are going to be up in Tucson at Pima Community College.
You are.
Buena Colts, 5 p.m. on Thursday. I thought you said you were joining for that. Well, fine. I'll go to Tucson.
No, unfortunately, it sucks. We would love to be everywhere all the time, but there's budgetary restrictions, and We have to do more solo broadcasts just to fill out the teams and make sure that everyone gets coverage nowadays.
Fine. I can go cover the Buena Colts.
However, if there is a championship game, if they do make it to the championship, we'll be there. Or I'll be there at least. That's going to be offensive foul on the aforementioned Jackson Brogan. Ball coming back to the Pumas, 4-point lead, 5:26 to play in this one.
St. David, I mean, they are slightly justified in the referee griping tonight. It does appear to be slightly one-sided.
It's a little inconsistent. It's a little inconsistent. We see people get held. We've seen a lot of physicality, and the soft ones are called, and Sebastian Lopez is going to be called for the foul on that one. Lopez got to be careful. I think that's
call.
I don't know. That's at least 3 fouls on Sebastian Lopez here tonight.
Another very soft call.
That one I could see. That was arm extended for sure. I saw that one.
All right.
Camera don't lie, Dave.
BISBEE is in the bonus, so if they get fouled again, they'll be shooting free throws.
Jackson Brogan on the inside. Luis
is
going to be called for the foul.
No, that was so clean.
So he did contact the ball with his hand, Dave, but we didn't see what the body contact was. So you got to give the benefit of the doubt to the officials.
Yeah, I think they're just whistle happy tonight.
They are not. I've noticed that they are not whistle happy tonight. They have let a lot go.
Well, that was all ball right there.
Again,
a very valid argument.
Again, the hand got the ball, but he could have jumped into him. I mean, I know that's a foul.
These free throws brought to you by Allo Fiber, your new home team for phone, internet, and cable. Go to allofiber.com and learn the Allo Fiber difference.
Jackson Brogan up and good with the first one. Ball doesn't lie. I'm not going to weaponize your saying against you. I'm sorry.
I didn't even hear what you said.
Ball don't lie.
Oh, all right. Hey, fair enough. What's good for the Goose is
he
good for the
He could just be a good free throw shooter as well. Brogan up and no good with the second one, so still just a 3-point lead. And great job by Cooper Merrill ripping that offensive rebound away to tie the game. Cooper Merrill in and out. Couldn't get that one to go. Great rebound from Jackson Brogan. Throws it up. No good. Diaz Lopez with the ball. Great job fighting out of that from Diaz Lopez. And a foul called on the St. David Tigers.
And that is going to be free throws for the BISBEE Pumas.
It was off the ball activity. I didn't see it.
I didn't either.
I did get it on the camera. Now it's like our own personal incident.
All right, let's check this out. Look at this fancy dancy stuff. What do we got here? Well, there's that.
All right, nothing in that.
Nothing.
I heard the crowd reaction. I thought something bad happened.
Yeah, nothing. Well, here we go. A couple of free throws coming up for Emilio Diaz Lopez. They're in the bonus. These free throws are brought to you by the Sierra Vista Soap Company. Go to SierraVistaSoapCompany.com and get yourself some Christmas presents.
Diaz Lopez misses again. Diaz Lopez, who started 2 for 2, missed his last 3 free throws. Does give me a chance to thank Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, serving our community. Bring the electricity to this gym just like these fans. Up and good with the second one. So that's a big free throw from Diaz Lopez. Makes it a 4-point lead again for the Pumas.
You know why I love basketball so much? Because the weather outside is frightful.
Oh, Braden Posey short on that, and it's going to be a foul by Diaz Lopez. Contacted him and held his arm, but again, it just goes back to Braden Posey. Dave, this is a good learning experience for the kid. Only a sophomore, one of the more talented St. David players. A little short on that one. He's a little hesitant. I think these free throws can do wonders to bringing his mental back into this game.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing like making a couple of shots to get your confidence level going again. And the way I've been watching this kid the last couple of games, these free throws should be money.
Up and good with the first one. It's just a basket, and it's just a ball, you know?
So a 3-point lead. See if Posey can cut it to 2.
Does so. Great job there from Braden Posey. Now 43 to 41. Puma's still on top. 4:40 and counting to play in this ball game. Hunter Wright over to Lopez. Good pass to the inside. What a ball from Sebastian Lopez, finding the cutting Eddie Andrade for 2 points. Hunter Wright behind Jackson Brogan. He gets him the second time. And we can hear the BISBEE fans getting crazy now, and a timeout from head coach Michael Mendez.
Woo! You know, the thing is, the gym is so loud, even if the teammates tried to tell Brogan that Hunter Wright was coming, you couldn't hear him.
You're not wrong about that, Dave. It's called the 12th man in Seattle. They have jerseys. They actually retired in the football.
We're in the Hall of Fame.
And that's the thing. The louder you are, the harder it is for the opposing team. It's not just a wise tale made up to get you loud. It really affects the teams. This timeout does give me a chance to thank Synergy Home Care of Sierra Vista, providing non-medical home care for all of Cochise County and Santa Cruz County. Call me today at 520-685-1035.
Also, thanks to Ginger's Titles, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard, the one with the pink door. They have written and road testing now available, and they're open Saturdays 9 to 2. So go to gingerstitles.com.
No, don't tell them. Let them figure it out. It's always funner when they figure it out.
So
4:19 to play, 45-41. Your score here in Bisbee, Arizona, home of the Pumas and land of dandies and dreamers. Bisbee Pumas will have the ball to restart at 45-41.
Yet another classic coming down to the wire here between these two teams.
First time we got to witness the St. David versus Bisbee game, Dave. I know you remember it well.
Yes, I do.
Jose Mendez, game-winning three at the top of the key.
Well, after Corey Richardson hit that big three to give him the lead.
I forgot about that one, actually. Lopez over to Hunter Wright. Bisbee content to play keep away if it comes down to it. Trying to draw the St. David defense up, and it works. Sebastian gets by Cooper Merrill. Sebastian Lopez for three. Off the back iron. Great rebound by Andrade, but he's going up against Keston Richardson. It's a fight. Lopez is going to get it. Sebastian Lopez, he's going to be fouled and going to the line for 2 free throws. Sebastian Lopez.
Very rare to see somebody get fouled for somebody that wasn't even standing up. But Braden Posey was grabbing his legs as Lopez was trying to shoot.
And I guess that will be on Braden Posey.
He said that they were just entangled, but it looked like he was kind of pulling on him as he was trying to shoot the ball.
It's tough. I see it both ways. I think I saw what you saw there. You are on the ground, and there's really nothing much you can do there. You don't want to get your face stepped on.
All right, Lopez has missed plenty of free throws. Let's see if he's warmed up enough to give Bisbee a very comfortable lead here.
45-41. Up and good with the first one. I'll tell you, you gave Lopez a lot of stick, but he is a much better free throw shooter. Not tonight. It's been a struggle, but his
touch has gotten better.
Exactly. The form's been there. He's just been a little short. Does a great job getting that one in. Up and good with the second one for Sebastian Lopez. 47-41, your score, a 6-point game. This one's going to be thrown away. Keston Richardson couldn't handle it from Braden Posey. 3:46.
Good timeout by Coach Denowith.
By head coach Tyler Denowith from the St. David Tigers. What a contest we have. 3:46 to play, 47-41 here in Bisbee, Arizona.
That was about the best, most timely timeout I've seen in a very long time, because St. David is falling apart right now, and it's still only a 6-point game. Plenty of time. So St. David needs to compose themselves. Plenty of time to get back into this game. But this timeout is brought to you by Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. Voted number 1 by you folks in Cochise County and Sierra Vista Herald. You can find Grasshopper Landscaping on Facebook.
Also, thank you to the Ed Morse Automotive Group. Drive in today and experience the difference at the Ed Morse Automotive Group. 3:46, 47-41. A bucket here from the Pumas, Dave, can put this one away.
I was going to say, Bisbee has had issues closing teams out. Like, Bisbee has no problems like getting leads, but they got to learn how to start finishing these games. We've been seeing that for 3 years now with Bisbee. They're up 11 on Pima.
You can never count out the St. David Tigers either, especially if Posey and Carafa can get it going. Lopez, Hunter Wright. He's got Ramirez in the corner. Ramirez thinks better of it. They're content to wait for the perfect shot. They have time on their side. 6-point lead. Lopez over to Wright. That's going to be Andrade in the corner for 3. No good, but Diaz Lopez follows it.
Good pullback by Diaz Lopez. And
the girls' varsity team thinking that ball was out. The refs disagree. Andrade, who just made that big offensive rebound. Ramirez, corner 3. This one's up and good. Luis Ramirez, now a 9-point lead for the Pumas with 3 minutes to play.
You know, every once in a while we get an atmosphere that is so much fun, and we are sitting in the middle of one of those right now.
Luke Haymore with the ball. They have a momentarily number advantage. They get it over to Keston Richardson, and it's going to be a travel on Luke Haymore. St. David has to calm it down, which is a counterintuitive. What they need to do is get points, but Dave, they got to settle down.
I thought he got the ball out of his hand in time, but it was right on the cusp. The referee decided it was too much.
Hunter Wright now bringing the ball back up court for the BISBEE Pumas. Hunter Wright gets by Merrill. He's going to drive to the inside. Dump it off to Luis Ramirez.
Again, BISBEE is huge.
BISBEE wants to work the clock. They're not necessarily looking for open shots. They want the perfect shot. Sebastian Lopez with it. He's got Braden Posey. He's going to drive on the inside. It's Ramirez again for three. No good on that one. Good rebound there from Keston Richardson over to Gannon Carafa. Carafa dribbles himself into trouble. And it's going to stay with the Tiger.
No, it's going back to BISBEE.
He initially, far side ref initially pointed St. David's way, but it is going to the Pumas. I thought we were going to get a riot here in a second.
We already have one.
No kidding, right? Hunter Wright with the ball. Again, time favors the Pumas. Wright gets by his man. They'll look past to Luis Ramirez in the corner. Normally would shoot that, but this is a very mature BISBEE Puma team. Sebastian Lopez on the inside. He's going to be fouled. It's going to be on the floor, but they're in the bonus game. 2 free throws coming up for the Pumas.
I thought he was going to go for the dunk on that. But, yeah, they are in the bonus, so Lopez is going to go to the line. These 2 free throws, it gives them a double-digit lead if he were to put him down. Effectively, I mean, with the amount of time on the clock, effectively ending this game.
Well, and they're brought to you by the Sherry Ethel team and Long Realty. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate expert. 717-599-2439. First one missed from Sebastian Lopez.
9-point lead, 1:54 on the clock. St. David has to play perfect basketball for the rest of this one.
The second one, so now a 10-point lead. First double-digit lead in this ball game goes to the Pumas, and what a time to have it. St. David having a lot of trouble beating this press from the BISBEE Pumas. Ball's going to be out and going back to the Pumas. Luke Haymore not happy, thought there was contact. Good defense from the Pumas.
Well, like you said, it's been a little inconsistent because there was contact, but they determined that there wasn't enough to make the call. No full court pressure for St. David.
Sebastian Lopez easily by everybody. Lopez driving in the lane. Sebastian Lopez is going to be fouled, going to the line to shoot too. Lopez, smile on his face. He is feeling it tonight.
Well, again, they finally getting the calls. That's exactly what we're supposed to do. Get in the lane, draw the contact, get the call. He normally never gets them. And so that's what I think the smiles about it. It's like, it's about time.
1:38 to play, a 10-point lead for the Pumas.
You saw he got fouled at half court, too.
Big free throws for the Pumas. Lopez on the free throw line. Up and no good with the first one.
He's got to be thinking that there's like a curse with him in that free throw
every
line.
time you come into the gym. These free throws brought to you by Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963. No good with the second one. St. David dodged a bullet, only still a 10-point lead. That's going to be a travel on Cooper Merrill, and it's just falling apart for the St. David Tigers.
Yeah.
Dave, this is not the best St. David Tiger team that we've seen.
No, I mean, and for that, what their takeaway from this is all mental. This has nothing to do with basketball. St. David is letting this get to them. Like, just play your game.
With 10 points, 1:37 to play. This one's going to be thrown away by the Pumas. They gift them the possession right back. St. David, Dave, they need to be calm, cool, and collected, but they also need to start chucking up some three-pointers.
Just one good shot, one good possession. Oh, what a soft call.
And there's going to be
a foul on Lopez.
Sebastian Lopez called for the foul.
What a soft call.
Have to look up at the scoreboard for that number on Lopez. I don't think they have it working tonight. Sebastian
that
Lopez.
wasn't the fifth. Okay. But either way, 2 free throws for St. David, and they got to make both of these.
They have to make both of them. Actually, not a bad foul when you think about it from Lopez. Stop the three-pointer and make you hit your two. Cooper Merrill desperately needs his first one. Up and good.
These free throws are brought to you by Big Mike at All Pro Test Management, putting the boot on bugs for the last 15 years.
Big Mike sponsoring some big free throws here. 1:36 to play. Merrill needs to make them both. Up and good with the second one. There we go. 8-point lead. Timeout from Tyler Denowith from the St. David Tigers.
Yeah, with Coach Martinez, it's like just hold on. You know, like just play good basketball, play hot potato, no turnovers, and if you do shoot that ball, you better be wide open.
What was the game we were watching where the Pumas had a chance to dribble it out?
And Molina decided he wanted to play hero ball and took an odd shot.
Who was that against?
Who was that game against?
I don't know. I can't remember.
It wasn't Pima. It was the first game of the year.
Wasn't Benson, was it? No.
Was it Benson? No.
Wilcox.
We
were in Wilcox country, the Cowboys. Cowboy country.
I wasn't trying to single out the kid, but I mean,
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but again, those are the mental mistakes that you do have to get singled out, so you don't do that again.
Yeah, my point being that was a great learning experience. The BISBEE Pumas playing much smarter basketball here with this lead tonight, and it's resulted in an 8-point lead.
Principal Watts, I'll be needing that ball in a minute.
No, you don't. Nobody wants to see that.
Oh, yeah. Part of me doing games, I get to shoot the basketball.
Coach Yogi does for sure. Timeout over. 1:36 to play. We need some great defense for the St. David Tigers to come back into this one.
51-43, a minute 36 on the clock. BISBEE is on top of St. David.
Full court pressure, as expected from the St. David Tigers. Lopez is going to have the inbound. Not bad. Not a bad thing to have your quarterback taking the inbounds pass. Hunter Wright over to Lopez, and there he is. Sebastian Lopez using his legs to beat the press. Ramirez, quick shot. Ramirez, no, that's exactly what St. David wanted. We just talked about the smart basketball that BISBEE was playing, but not there. Cooper Merrill's going to try to answer. Three-pointer in the corner. Oh. No good. Rebound going to Sebastian Lopez, and a jump ball.
God, he is going to break an arm doing that. Lopez has got to be careful trying to get out of those with those rebounds.
Lopez showing a lot more intensity on the rebounds this year.
Oh, we need him for baseball season.
Always been a great rebounder, but this time really showing some strength and intensity. That jump ball is going to have the possession arrow stay with the St. David Tigers. They need a quick bucket. There's the man. Gannon Carafa short again. It's just not been falling for Carafa tonight. Diaz Lopez coming all the way up. Throws that one up. Great job by Andrade to save it. That could be your ball game, folks.
Game right there.
Sebastian Lopez with the minute. He's going to be fouled by Cooper Merrill. Misses the three-pointer, but that's okay. He's going to the line for two.
It wouldn't count. He's just practicing.
One last time, folks, I'd like to thank the Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County, not just for their clinics in BISBEE, Hereford, and Douglas, but for starting me on my weight loss journey, down 23 pounds, by the way, Dave.
I told my wife all about it. You and Barbie killing it out there.
Barbie's got 27 pounds.
Oh, wow.
She's actually trying harder than me. I'm just trying to eat not like crap. So that's just it. She actually works out.
If you jog half a mile, you can actually eat something too.
You know what you could do also is just golf every single day.
I'll be out there tomorrow.
That burns so many calories. I'll see if I can't join you. We'll see. Busy week for your boy here. I don't know why I scheduled everything the same week, but there we go.
And please, folks, we will be going live at just around 10 a.m. tomorrow at the Sierra Vista Golf Center at Pueblo del Sol for our weekly sports show. We have a lot of Benson Holiday tournament stats to go over. I have a diatribe that you are going to love. I'm going to have a Dave Stradamus and diatribe at the same time. Oh my goodness, you're going to love it.
All right.
Dedicated to you, my friend.
All right, so Dave Davies is going to talk about the Kansas City Football Chiefs before. Nope, didn't mean to spoil it for everybody. Appreciate you, brother.
But it's never what you think it's going to be.
I think I got a good idea.
I don't think you do.
Is this a national media storyline or a social media storyline?
No. This is just something that I realize, and we're going to talk about it tomorrow.
Sebastian Lopez 0 for 1 and 0 for 2 from the line, but BISBEE is going to get the ball back.
Yeah, it looks like Seahawks playoff hopes took a little tumble yesterday.
Look,
my mom was complaining about Geno Smith. I was like, wait till you see Sam Howell.
Hey, you guys got to remember that was 17-0 very quickly. So the fact that it finished 23-13 or something like that.
They scored late, 30-13.
Yeah, so I mean, that big play at the end. Hunter Wright getting fouled.
We still have a basketball game going here. We'll talk about that tomorrow.
Hunter Wright getting fouled, going to the line to shoot 2 free throws. 1:01 to play, 8-point lead for the BISBEE Pumas. This game could be done and dusted if a couple of Pumas could hit a couple of free throws, but as it stands, we still have a ball game, folks. A couple of three-pointers from St. David, and we're right back in it, and Hunter Wright misses as well.
Coach Hernandez, if you watch these games back, laps. You know what fixes free throws? Laps. Make them run some more because nobody likes to run laps.
Madison Rowan Lewis, we have absolutely no idea what the technical was. I think it might have been a flop call just because I saw the basket sign, but I don't know. Chase Pacheco bringing the ball up court, trying to go quickly for the Tigers. Great drive, just couldn't finish. It's going to be Keston Richardson fighting for it on the inside. No, it's going to come out to Lopez. What a pass from Sebastian Lopez, the quarterback, the Ed Doherty Award finalist for the BISBEE Pumas with one of the best assists and a steal. He's also a defensive back, folks. Lopez in the lane, up and no good, follows it. Sebastian Lopez! Sebastian Lopez!
He's here. He's there. He's every freaking way. Sebastian Lopez.
Keston Richardson's going to answer 56-44, but this one done and dusted. Hunter Wright with the ball gets it over to Lopez. 19 seconds, 18 seconds, foul by Posey. Hunter Wright will go to the line for two. But what a showcase from Sebastian Lopez.
That pass was ridiculous.
That is absolutely nuts. That is incredible. One of the most incredible plays we've seen in high school basketball since we've been doing this, and we've been doing this a long time.
Well, again, if you didn't catch it on camera, he was flying out of bounds, threw a behind-the-back pass 50 feet into a wide-open Luis Ramirez.
Hunter Wright no good with his
More
first
laps.
free throw.
Laps. I don't care if you won the game or not. That's what my coach would do, make us run after the game. He'd be like, hell, how many free throws did he miss?
I was talking to assistant coach Adrian Borquez of the BISBEE Pumas as Hunter Wright goes 0 for 2 at the line. 15 seconds to go. I said, our sports show should just be sponsored by Sebastian Lopez. We talk about him a lot, Dave, but that's why we talk about him a lot.
Yeah, I mean, again, you get your name called when you ball. Sebastian Lopez has been balling for years.
Ed Doherty Award finalist, the Arizona High School Heisman finalist, Sebastian Lopez doesn't finish this off with a dunk. 56-47, a 9-point victory for the BISBEE Pumas. Great game all around. Fireworks until the end. And Dave, I got to say, maybe the St. David Tigers kind of let it go at the end there.
Yeah, again, when they go back to look at this, it's mental, boys. It was all mental. You'll learn from this. Should I call Lopez over?
If you want to give a post-game interview, we can give a post-game interview. Stay tuned, folks. We didn't do our halftime half-court shot, but Dave Davies trying to get superstar Sebastian Lopez over here with us.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to have a visitor.
You called Lopez, Gabe's coming over.
So, yeah, here we are. Sebastian, go ahead and take this bad boy.
There he is, Mr. Here, There, Everywhere, Sebastian Lopez for the BISBEE Pumas. Let's start off, Sebastian. Hell of a play you made there at the end. What's going through your head when you don't know what's going on and you just throw the ball up with a perfect pass?
You know, I seen him running, and I just hoped he was going to run fast enough so I get it up court to him and hope for the best at that point.
That was awesome. What I've noticed over the last couple of years watching you, you're a very physical player, you know what I mean, for your size. You don't get a lot of calls. You were getting the calls tonight. You know, so you got a little smile after one of those on one of the and ones. Was that smile just relief that you're finally getting the calls?
Yeah, you know, every game I go against bigs that are bigger, stronger than me, and I need some of those calls because I get fouled
a lot,
20 times a game.
A lot, yes.
And it's good that these guys, I know they're doing their job and officiating well, and that's all I can ask for them really. And the team, you know, both good teams.
Now I know every sport has its different thing. With basketball, especially with this year, you're the leader of this team. Is there a different kind of satisfaction that comes from leading your team to victory in basketball as it is to football or baseball?
Yeah, you know, I've always been wanting to win since I was young. You know, my parents raised me to just want it a little bit more. And like you said, in basketball and football, I think I want to win the same. You know, I'm a competitive guy and I like to win on both sides of the game. You know, I love the sports.
Well, Sebastian, you guys are kind of rebuilding. You lost a lot of seniors last year, most notably Jose Mendez, of course, your running mate here in BISBEE, Arizona. And I don't think there was a lot of expectations on this team. I think you shadowed those expectations. How are you guys getting it done here tonight? Maybe with what people would say a little less talent than last year.
You know, but like I've been telling everybody, we have a little less talent, but we have heart. None of these guys want to stop playing, you know. If you guys have heart, anybody can play just as good as if you're talented.
Yeah, you guys are really putting it on this year. It's a good showcase. Fully expect a region title after this one tonight. Shout out again to St. David. What a great game. And we were talking about it a little bit and the maturity of the team, and especially you as a player. We saw you calming everyone down for the second time, saying we can run out this clock. Is leadership just a role that you've decided to take on this year more so than any other year?
Yeah, you know, this year I think I got to take it in. I've been on this varsity team more than most of these guys, so my leadership could help us win a lot of games and help these guys know, hey, just calm down in the moment and just don't think about it as a big moment, you know. They need that sometimes.
All right, Sebastian, I believe you missed 7 free throws. You owe me 7 laps. Tell Hunter that he owes me 9.
Hey, I was
You've
horrible
been
at free
working
throws
on
today.
him. We could tell. You've been working on him.
No, your touch has gotten better. I'm just giving you a hard time. My coach is literally, how many did you miss? That's how many laps after the game.
I'll be shooting 100 free throws tomorrow, though.
That's
Well,
what
you
I'm
tell
talking
Hunter
about.
to be right next to you side by side.
Enough about the basketball. Congratulations, Sebastian Lopez, on your Ed Doherty nomination. Finalist in 2A. We don't see that very often. Congratulations. Well deserved. Fun to watch you play football. Fun to continue to watch you play basketball. It's going to be greater to watch you play baseball. We talk about it all the time. One of the best 3-sport athletes I've ever seen, Sebastian Lopez. Any last words?
Nope. Just thank you guys for coming out and supporting them, and thank you to all the fans and people that come and support us. Thank you, guys.
All right, Sebastian Lopez, of course, Mr. Here, there, everywhere. Dave, I talked about it earlier. How lucky were we? We just picked out a kid that was running a triple option offense. We're like, he's pretty fast. Didn't know that he was going to be one of the greatest athletes of all time.
One of the greatest, if not the greatest, Cochise County athlete this has seen in a very, very long time around here, just because of the 3-sport thing. I mean, he's just good at everything. But again, St. David, thank you for coming down here to BISBEE.
Great game.
Play a great game, get home safe. You'll be seeing a lot of us this year. You know how much we love St. David. So you'll be able to be seeing a lot of us.
Again, so that's going to do it for our coverage here. St. David Tiger Lady Varsity team victorious over the BISBEE Pumas. Boys basketball team, the Pumas, over the St. David Tigers. So a split here for the varsity programs, but 2 great games that we got to witness. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here on Cool FM Live. For Dave Davies, I'm Paul Quarter, and we will see you tomorrow in Tombstone, Arizona. And for our live show, Tuesday at 10, tune in.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock in the morning.